Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a few sublimation projects I wanted to do. I wanted to try out this Dollar Tree coaster, and I also wanted to try out printing out my logo. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so we're gonna also sublimate on. I got this little notebook from the yard sale for, not sure if you guys can see that, 50 cents. And there were several of them, so I got quite a few. Comes with a little ink pen and a cute little tablet. It has a mirror surface on it. I'm not sure if you can really see that, but I'm going to try to sublimate on it. And I'm not going to put it in the big press because I'm scared it might melt it. So instead, I'm going to use my small hand press. And that I'm going to put my logo on. Alright. And as for the coaster, that's the little Dollar Tree coaster, I'm going to put this monogram letter on there, which is my name. It's B for blanks, and then I'm going to go in, I'll fill it in. Right now I just have the letter printed out. So we're going to go ahead and start on these things and just see how that works before I print out the rest of it. Pretty much I'm cheating a little bit. Don't want to waste too much, so I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out and get me a piece of butcher's paper. And by the way, I'm using Printer's Jack sublimation paper. Not that you really have to use it. You can actually use the basic Hammer Mill or Office Depot paper. It all sublimates the same, if you ask me. I'm also using Printer's Jack ink in my Epson printer. Alright, I don't have to have it too perfect, just enough where I can figure out how to place it on the notebook. Alright, there we go, got that one cut out. Now let's get the letter B cut out. I'm not the best cutter in the world. Thank God for cutting machines. But with sublimation, it really doesn't matter. And I'm not sure, let's see if you guys can see this, but the printer is putting a little line here through the top of my bead. I'm not sure what that's about, but hey, we're going to work with it anyway, because I'm just trying to see if these items will actually sublimate. That's my main objective today. So, we're getting this warmed up. I need to go ahead and get my heat tape and apply it to the notebook. I'm really hoping this works out, because if so, I have a lot of these little notebooks and I can do a lot with them, and that will be really fun, especially since you have spring coming up with all the little holidays like Valentine's coming before spring. That's actually in a few weeks. And Easter, all that. Those things I can put in as basket fillers. So let's see how it all works out. Going to apply this heat tape along the bottom to keep it from ghosting. That's something you don't want when you're sublimating. You want your colors to adhere really well. And I'm not sure if I have this thing all the way on here. I'm hoping I don't cut off any of my design, but I'm not sure. I may have not cut this correctly, but it's okay if I didn't. because we're just trying to see if it works anyway, right? They were only 50 cents. And I have quite a few, and the lady still has more at flea market, so I can always go back to see her once I'm recovered enough to go out. Yes, by the way, I'm on medical leave right now, so you guys will get to see me quite often as I do not have much else to do. I have to sit still, and crafting is something that helps me stay still. Alright, so let's get this piece of tape on here. Alright, let's get a piece of butcher paper. I just had a piece out that all I needed to do was cut another piece off. Not sure what I did with it, so let's cut some more really quick. Well, this is enough to cover both of today's. Okay. Slide this here. And I really do wish I could put this in a heat press because this notebook is of a decent size, but I also know that I'm going to cut the heat press on. I just don't want to melt those rings. I'm not sure if they're plastic or if they're metal. You know how that goes. I'm not sure. With this handheld press, I might be sitting here pressing all day. We ain't got time for that. So I'm going to pause for a moment and I'll come back to you guys as soon as the heat press is warmed up and ready to go. How about that? Okay, so press is ready. God bless this little notebook, okay? Whew. All right. All right. That's it. Y'all, I hope I don't set this dang on notebook on fire. But we gonna see, okay? Praying over it as I'm sitting here pressing it, Lord. God bless this little notebook. I have it at 380 degrees and on 60 seconds. That's typically the temperature I use for all of my sublimation items. So far, so good. It looks like this may be metal and not plastic. I'm hoping so. I'm going to see if it adhered any. I'm going to pull it out, and then we're going to throw the coaster in. Already got it taped down and ready to go. Alright, so let's take our little notebook from underneath here. It's pretty hot. So sit her there. All the pages look good. We'll find out what's underneath there. Alright, so let's get a little piece of butcher's paper. I knew I had another piece. What I did with it, I don't know. But hey, I'll cut this small piece here and use it on the coaster. we're going to let that do its thing. Now, as for this, yikes. Okay, so I'm going to put it back in the press. It looked like it's like it did. Yeah. So I'm gonna put it in there for like another split second or so. I'm not gonna put it all the way on for the whole time, but yeah, it's going through. Just need to leave it in a little bit longer. I was scared, so usually sometimes I use some sublimation items. I'll leave them in a little longer than 1 minute. It just really depends on the item because some things aren't really meant for the purpose of sublimation. I just like to try to make it be what I want it to be, if you get what I'm saying. And we're gonna pray this coaster come out good. I want it to be like, okay. Alright. Let's cut that off. Alright, so let's get this coaster. I'm gonna grab it by the paper, honey. I'm not even gonna be foolish enough. I see the backing is trying to come out, but that's okay. I can always hot glue that back on. That's just Dollar Tree. So yeah, I can work that out. Now, let's let that cool off. I probably should have on my gloves. I don't even know where they're at. I do have heat gloves, guys. Things that we're supposed to be using when we're doing these things. Yeah. I do have them, but for some reason, I just have the tendency not to use them. If you know what I mean. So, we're going to see how... Let me put this back in here for that split second real quick that I said I was going to put it on. Almost forgot. Let's see. Let's put this back under here and we're going to pray back over this notebook, okay? Because I really want it to hold up, but it looks like I might be melting a little stuff on the top. But at the same token, it's actually up here in my image, so I might put some gems or something around it to fix that little melted part. Alright, so I'm not going to leave that on for the whole 60 seconds. I'm just going to put that on for a little while. OIB did not do good at all. It's horrible. Horrible. You hear me? It went on. But you can see all of that design in the background. Yeah. It didn't take like I thought it would. So we know these with the design at Dollar Tree are not going to work. So in the future, I'll try some of the solid ones and see how those work out. Now, go ahead and pull this notebook out. I did leave it on for like 40 seconds. And we're just going to let it cool off. And we're going to pull it up. Alright, she nice and cooled off. So let's pull it up. Let's see. It looks good so far. It's a little messed up, but hey, it actually works. I just think if I'd have left it on for 2 minutes exactly, I would have got this image like perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a few gems toward the top. So I'm going to cut my hot glue gun on. I'm going to hook it up, but let me let y'all see because I know y'all wait. Look at it. It did so good, didn't it? Sublimating onto a tablet. So so I can use this for my business ideas and stuff that I'm going to talk to you guys about. All right, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, and here are our finished results. I blinged it out. So, oh God, you guys can't see how good that color took on this tablet, but it took really well. And it just peeled up a little bit at the bottom, so that's why we added our bling. I add bling to everything. Ah! Caught a little pain. Thank you guys for watching.